everyone. See, Jonas is streaming Wraku and Rezacz, two titled players who were the runner-ups at last year's championship, are now playing against serenity788 and Grandmaster number 1. They are doing the Rezacz-Wraku variation of the Sicilian Caracan opening. And Wraku is going to... Okay, yeah, Reza's like, okay, Wraku, don't risk getting counterattacked by the pin, because if Red's in danger here, then the pawn can capture the knights hitting the queen, and blue can do some sort of counterattack, I think. So it's actually not losing a rook. Well, we can see now that Grandmaster number 1 has actually got his queen in position, despite it being the Caracan, which when this pawn's pushed up, it's usually encouraged that a pawn goes here as well. And we have, okay, I want to see if Jonas said anything about doing Discord. It may be just me, he's doing his own commentary. Probably not a threat to Wraku, but not a very immediate threat. Obviously, you don't want to push your pawn forward. I think he's talking about f2 being attacked twice. So I think he's probably going to go e3. And yeah, he realizes this queen is coming here soon, attacking this, and those two as well. So takes the queen out. Wow, okay, so is that pawn free is the question. Serenity thinks it's free. Is Serenity going to go for it? Alright, so at knight it must be noted that the knight is protected by the bishop. Grandmaster number 1 says either put the bishop there or the knight on c6. What do I have to say about it? The bishop there is fine, I think, but doesn't seem as aggressive. Grandmaster number 1's looking to do a try for a checkmate on g2 and g1.
Luke,
oh, hello, Jonas. Thanks for joining. Good.
So this is e4. Luke, he will be joining me, I think, today.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's great. So I'm first of all, I'm very glad we finally have a team.
Yes.
Great.
And they're pretty decent players. They're looking to get red quickly, but if red finds defense here, I think he'll be able to survive the game and maybe go further like they always do.
Blue's opening. It seems like a lot of pawn moves, and pawns, as you know, pawns can go back. So
and he decides to trade queens.
I guess he wants blue to grab the f pawn, maybe.
Maybe he takes on f2, but that opens up the file for the rook.
Yeah, and this queen alone, because the green queen is gone, it can't really do much. Yeah.
Yeah, but now that red queen's gone, his knights are out, but his rooks are not. So, but green is behind in development here.
Yeah,
and needs to move stuff.
And I do feel like that trading at least one pair of queens is actually in green and blue's benefits, because they are the weaker team, and because the queens can decide the game so quickly, they have taken out a lot of the tactical possibilities.
Yeah, I think yeah, probably Grandmaster number 1 was thinking maybe his games will be easier without the queens. But Reza and Wraku actually generally like the queens off the way they play. Whenever they
Oh, I mean, obviously they are extremely strong players, so they should be able to play just fine with one queen each or with no queens on the board. So, but it is I think it's also psychological. Like I know when I played against stronger teams, as soon as the queens were out, I was very happy because it actually gave me a chance to feel more in control, whether or not I was actually in control, and in how much in control, that's another matter, but psychologically it just felt a lot safer.
Roadrunner is saying the experience factors for Serenity is too much to overcome. Yes, indeed. Serenity788 has played, I believe, 7,250 games in the standard rapid team section, which is actually by far more than, there's 600 for Reza and 125 for Wraku, but that's in the archives era.
Yeah, that's an incredible amount because it says here that he was first seen in September 8, 2018. So in just over a year, he amassed
7,238. That's the official number for standard rapid teams.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
My math is really bad, but that's a lot of games per day.
So that is that is 10 times more than the two of the title players combined.
Yeah, wow.
I would give Serenity that kind of advantage here, but his rating is, after all, only 1250.
Yeah.
But still, there's something to be said about the amount of time he has spent here. If he does take error suggestions and make his own good moves, I think he should be able to at least last longer in this game.
Yeah,
and here comes a rook.
He's doing fine for the moment, at least.
Yeah, for the moment, everyone it looks to be like red yellow might have a slight advantage here because they have slightly better development. Yellow's queen and rook are now out, and blue's queen is still on the back rank with a lot of the rest of his pieces. So
yeah, I'm guessing that the more obvious target here would be green, the target for red and yellow, because of the missing queen, and because of how overall solid blue seems to be.
Yeah, and it for red to really seize an advantage here, he'll need to get his other pieces out as he's attempting to get his rook file open with a knight trade.
Yeah. Okay, so here comes the first sign of aggression. Knight has been played to J5.
Yep.
Looking at the green knight, it will probably force a trade because you absolutely do not want to allow red to take the check.
Yeah, you can slide the king over to N8 maybe. That's a consideration. If you slide the king over N8 and then let red trade, then you might open the file on the 5 file for the green rook. But he decides to trade, and now he allows the rook to be on an open file.
Would it make sense to try and block it?
Yeah, if you're green now, you push the pawn to k4, but then the red rook comes to k3 still to get out.
Yeah, but at least it will take considerably more time.
Yeah, and now those knight trades are basically opening everything up for red and yellow now.
Red and yellow, yeah, they're very active, and green and blue are not so. L7 probably not be very good because you don't have the time to take a mate. Obviously, nobody's going to let you do that.
Yeah, and it's actually out of move order if you play pawn to L7 because it's not out of move order. Bishop takes F14 and queen G13 check. They have been around long enough to be able to stop that.
Yeah, okay, so green is greedy, and this does not look the correct move. Does not look like the correct move, at least because
Yeah.
it has M10. Even if it didn't, though, this just gives red and yellow so much time.
Yeah. One
But
interesting consideration here is yellow could take after yellow takes on M10. The green rook goes to N10, and then blue sacks a queen with a check on yellow, and then they basically get the fourth queen off the board.
they trade the other queens, yeah, and the pawns are going to be probably still equal.
Yeah, the pawns
I think they want
will.
to seal up.
Yeah, the pawns will be equal, and I think red and yellow are still going to be greater advantage with the activity. And if
Yeah,
red wanted to, he could insert something in between before blue decides to check.
yeah, I think like bishop takes k8 is very strong because it attacks L9 and threatens a check there, and if the rook will, provided the rook will take the queen, this will also attack the rook.
Yeah.
So
Well, to answer Ziwawa's question in the chat, my opinion is that any two players that play these two titled players can make a pretty constructive game.
so Luke has done something really. Okay, I understand why he's done it, but it's still strange. It's still very passive.
He played the rook to A10.
Yeah, he wants to get his bishop out, and he didn't want to lose the bit. Wait, he
The
wants to
B10
get
pawn, yeah. He didn't
yeah,
want to leave a
his
weakness
pawn
on
out.
B10, yeah.
Yeah,
But there is a weakness
this
on B9 still to be addressed at some point. And yeah, your pieces are still kind of in the back here.
this is incredibly slow.
Yeah, I think if you green now, because you're going to lose material here, you have to play rook to N10. But wait, no, the bishop is guarding that square. That was a very important detail here. Oh,
Oh
bishop.
yeah,
Oh, he's playing bishop there.
red
Trade
actually
the
moved him.
queens. And now red is actually considering making an advancement that will fork the king and the rook here on b6. It's a pretty strong move, I think. Yeah, knight d5. I was looking at that earlier.
Yeah, but okay, so I get it because you want to block this check as well.
Yeah, so
Because
that was a great move. Now blue decides not to go for the. Okay, so yeah, and now knight to m9 doesn't work because bishop takes m9, and you're basically mated here.
yeah, and this bishop is under attack as well.
Yeah, I
And
guess
Green is in trouble because he has like 5 seconds.
you're only you're losing a whole bunch of your pawns there on the back 2-3 ranks are actually weak here. And after bishop takes pawn,
Here comes the
queen
bishop.
takes
Yeah, this
basically
is
mated
so,
here.
Yeah, blue has to check. He
Um,
has to stop mating right from playing like.
yeah, you take the rook there. I think
Yeah,
I'll ignore that and
but
just go queen takes check.
yeah, you just check.
King moves back.
Bishop to L7
Yeah.
and mate.
Bishop m7 is not quite mate because the knight is guarding m7 or 9. Sorry, m9. No, yeah, you take here. That's mate right there. Except the queen can sacrifice itself, and once the queen is gone, you don't really have any more moves here.
Yeah, but this is just delaying the inevitable.
They're just
Here comes the sacrifice.
Yeah, and the bishop will come to b8 to make a check here. It's just one of those typical engine mating like 3s or 4s. Just a whole series of spite checks to stop the inevitable mating sequence here.
Wait, so this is interesting because there's a check here now.
Yeah, and then green realizes it now. Check there is actually GG no matter what. Yellow can make a stupid rook. Yeah, I was about to say the rook block. That was a great one. That was a great. I was just when I said rook, he did it. You heard it here first. I'm the one who said rook. That was a nice.
You could have done something even more stupid and play Queen C9. Oh no, that wouldn't have worked.
No, that would. Oh no, Queen C9. Oh yeah, that releases the square for the king to go to M9. No, I like the rook block.
Nice.
That was.
Yeah. But okay, just some
Rematch.
the rook move was just some fun because any legal move except for obviously Queen C9 would have achieved the same result.
Okay, the rematch has started.
Already, yeah.
And now Serenity is playing typical H3 move, of course. The Rezacz goes for D7. Very provoking, I want to say. Because if you're red and yellow, you want to take advantage of that weakness along the temporary weakness along the I1 through A9 diagonal.
So something like King J4 and Queen E4.
Of course. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
he's
so
not going too up.
We have switched colors, obviously Serenity and Game Buster
Yeah.
#1 are now red and yellow.
And I definitely liked Queen to K5 better than J4. As
what is the difference? Because I was never sure which of these moves is better.
Queen to K5. Actually, if paired with E4, it sets up a trap if the green goes for Queen to H13 immediately. If Queen H13 check immediately, the E4 will actually allow the Queen to D5 to pin the blue queen and stop the checkmate. So, but that knight on C5 move actually stops that.
Interesting. Okay, so Red obviously know, despite the somewhat low rating, Red obviously knows some theory because E4 is a move I've seen numerous times in the past week and a half or whatever, or however long I've been streaming this.
Some old school players are still not familiar with E4, but they prefer like knight to F3 or bishop to H2. Both are good, but E4 is more aggressive as it opens the diagonal for the light squared bishop to come out.
Yeah, like I think I've said it before that when I was playing the little teams that I was playing, this move is not used, or at least not used by players at my level. And this is obviously a very good idea. So, yeah, blue just develops, blocking. He blocked off his queen, but with the bishop on G13, this mate was not happening anyhow. And I think I've lost you.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm just actually replying to a comment. As long as you played at least 10 games and are not an alternate and have been on this site for more than 2 weeks, then you are actually you are eligible to play. So
it doesn't matter how long ago your last game was.
Yeah, so you just have to. You don't have to be a certain rating. You just have to be.
Yeah, because I figured out that I wasn't eligible because I hadn't played in months. Okay, so I guess I was wrong about that. And meanwhile, K4 has been played.
Yeah, K4 has been played.
Yeah, the one thing I don't like about the queen on K5 is that there's always this attack, and if
with L4.
Yeah, the pawn push, and it gives blue a chance to grab something.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think it's possible in this position because blue doesn't seem to be attacking any red pieces at the moment.
Yeah, right.
Somewhere down the line.
Now Wraku wants to try to trade queens here. And I think the queen to L7 is actually the better option here. and Rezac's got the right idea here. And as far as a queen to k5 here, what is Reza and Wraku are actually arrow spamming. That is
Okay,
funny.
yeah,
I was not ready for that one.
Okay, so Zivawa just asked if there is a team with a decent chance to beat these two. And yeah, it's Icy Stan and Valger for the #1 seed.
They have a very strong chance of beating these two. But let's not discount any other teams here, like Roadrunner 18 and J Crossover, for example. They are the ranked third team, and I think they have a very strong record versus two players too. J Crossover on his last 3 occasions has beat Reza, for example.
Yeah,
And
one more factor that is going to be playing against Wraku and Rezacz is that they haven't played in a while. Like they have very little games relatively. I think Rezacz has Rezacz has 603, which is a decent amount, but Wraku89 only has 125 games. He hasn't played. He hasn't been seen in a while, I think.
Yeah, but there was actually 4 archived encounters between Jay Crossover and Reza, and according to my charts, I've actually recorded all their wins and losses in the last 10. Jay's actually beat Reza 3 times to 1.
Oh,
So
that's interesting.
So if they get a chance to match each other, it would definitely be one good game to watch. One other thing, I think Typical Move. I have to go back. I think Typical Move has only faced them. Okay, he's faced Reza at least one time here. Typical Move. Oh yeah. Typical Move's only encounter with them two was a win against them. So and their team is ranked number 5. So even Typical Move has a chance. He's paired with Malavia 86.
Okay, so it's definitely going to get interesting as the rounds go on. And meanwhile, we have is that a Night Sacrifice? So
going back to that Queen to K2 idea now. That's something that Tom Merrow wanted to play the other day. As Queen to K2 actually looks like a strong move. A knight sacrifice check and then Queen takes Rook. But this time the knight on J1 shields against checks temporarily, so Blue doesn't have to bring his Queen to K2 in this situation. In fact, the knight move attacks E13 with a discovered attack on the Rook. If knight takes knight, then of course knight takes queen. It's 2 knights. No, it's not 2 knights. Yeah, it is 2 knights for queen. That would be actually an interesting move here. Knight takes on D11.
okay, yeah. So Blue took on D11 to let the green grab this pawn in peace, I guess, because the next move, I guess, L5 and protect this knight. And the red, when the knight takes, red will have to move it.
So it does actually. Jay and Road are actually, I think, tuning in now. Shout out to Jay and Road, number 3 team. Hello. They were paying attention to what I was saying about them versus Reza and Typical versus Reza, apparently as indicated in chat. But never underestimate these two, even if you've got a strong record against them. Chances are they're just messing around. And they were against.
What is wrong with my mic? So you can't hear me.
Oh, wow.
Let me check what is going on.
I want to hear what you're saying about me. That sounds like a very selfish request, Jay.
Yeah, I don't know what is wrong
I'm
with
kidding.
my mic.
It's whenever you're not talking to Discord anymore. Or maybe I'm reflecting, or I'm not. I hope I'm not.
I don't know. Like, let me just check my stream to see how I sound. No, it's actually like I hear myself fine on the stream, so I'm not sure what's the problem.
Jay, I don't think it's Jonas who would ever be smack talking you. I think it would be me. You know me already, so. Anyways, on to the game. As we can see, yes, they decided to go queen for 2 knights.
Okay, yeah, so this is obviously only nice stuff, Jacob. So only nice stuff. Yeah. So meanwhile, Yellow has given up his queen after this move. He was kind of forced to do it because you really don't want to get into all of this.
Yeah, there's just you don't want to get checked a million times. I actually like the move given the situation, but I think it's still kind of if blue and green get their 2 queens into action, they're probably going to have the advantage here. Well, yeah, 2 pieces for a queen, you never know. Oh, you can't flag! You can't flag! Oh, they flagged!
Yeah,
it was actually a nice game here, given how much. I mean.
Yeah, it was more closely matched than the first one, and
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that to see a flag because it feels like the interesting part was just getting started.
Reza is going like go 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 go.
Yeah. So so far it's been going to plan. Like when I started the stream, I suggested that this will not take more than 1 hour, and so far we are like I don't know 25 minutes in. I think.
Yeah.
Let me just check it. Yeah, we're 25 minutes in. It's still nothing.
And, all right. Last game coming. Maybe last game. We don't know. The rematch just started, so.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just switch over to that.
Reza. Here comes. Rezacz. Probably you're pronouncing it. You're probably pronouncing it right as the Polish.
The Polish CZ is usually something like a ch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah,
he's making drawings. Reza already HI. Turned the board a couple times to see that message. No, I can't anymore. That's hilarious. Yeah, they can mess around here and like open their rook and they probably still win. Kind of like Icy used to do.
This is something that they probably will not be able to do in the later rounds, but.
No, yeah, against big against like single digit ranked teams, I think you want to play regular stuff. Fun fact: when I was playing against Super Atos, and I played blue green, I actually open up the rook pawn on d11. And that was actually a different type of opening than normal, and we still won.
Yeah, that's not something you see in the teams play.
Very often.
Your game was very close. It ended 3-2. I wasn't able to stream it because it started at 2 a.m.
Yes.
And I had to work the next day. So
yeah, all good. Rupp was talking about my queen blunder for the longest time. That was funny.
Oh, so was it like red and yellow wins? All red and yellow wins?
It was all blue green wins up until the last game. I mastered my own opening. Yeah, Wraku. Reza, speaking of moving the rook out, Reza was actually arrowing rook to k12.
Yeah, but
Seems better to get the queens out usually.
Yeah, he's got the queen out already, so now this is not as strange as if he would have played it on move one.
But yeah, some wonder if what Eisenstein used to say about the rook opening was nonsense, or whether it's a little bit more tricky to play a player who moves their rook out on move two.
Yeah, but no, I mean this is just fun. Like this idea to put the knight on k13 is obviously not something you would consider in a serious match.
Yeah.
A serious ratio, rather.
So now the blue is attacking the I2 and I13 pawns here.
Yeah.
Seems like something they would try to do given that.
And green should get his queen out.
Yeah, green should definitely get the queen out now. Wraku decides to just block the I13 pawn with a developed knight, which seems to be okay, seems to make sense here. Reza is a little mad he didn't get his rook out, but I don't think the I13 pawn's any big deal here, as at any moment the knight can go to k12 to attack the blue queen.
I'm just taking the Twitch chat for a second, and Victor asked if we can send the Discord link. I'm guessing this is the one. Wait. Yeah, probably. So I just send it, and Jake crossover asked the other guy. That's e4. And I'll put up on the comments now.
Yeah, it is JonasRath and Luke4PC, of course, in the Discord. If you don't know who Luke4PC is, check today's video or something.
Yeah, so Zombie just said that they look like Keanu Reeves. Thank you very much. It's a funny story because I was getting my haircut yesterday, and the hairdresser goes, "You look like someone famous," and then can you guess who? And then that's who. He goes, "It's an American actor," and it was against Keanu Reeves. Yeah, no, there's actually one photo of Keanu Reeves that looks a lot like me, but that's where I think the similarity ends.
An American actor who again? Oh, Keanu Reeves. Oh,
yeah,
I don't actually recognize that name, even though I've been in America from.
It's the guy from the Matrix.
Matrix, huh?
Yeah.
I'm out of the loop then.
And a bunch of other movies.
And Wraku says no to any rook activity on c11, c10, blah blah blah. Blue trying to get the rook out, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, the d12 move kill it. Oh, by the way, how has Ampersand changed the way teams is played?
Well, it is forcing. It is allowed. People are discouraged to play. For example, after k4, green is not going to want to play k5. That used to be a move.
K5.
So.
Yeah, because I remember playing something k5 against k4.
Yeah. What that does is that opens the bishop and stops the rook from coming to k3 as the bishop would take the rook.
So we can repeat it because of the audio just right.
Yeah. So it looks to me like Reza actually decided to trade queens here, okay.
Okay. So one pair of queens is off the board.
One pair of queens is off the board. Reza is indicating that blue was going to move his knight to e10 to trade knights and try to get the rook open.
It's also done to protect m10 because if you don't have yellow, this pawn would have been taken, I guess.
Yes.
Like in the previous game.
Right. Yes, that's actually true. Now Serenity can push his pawn to k10 maybe as a defensive mechanism. But here, they could on Passant.
Passant might come in play, and you can't garnish the rook because this bishop is attacking it. So it's very similar to the first game, I think.
So maybe after
Maybe
watching
sounds-
this series of games, we might see more Bishop G3 ideas into play, as the Bishop G3 is something that a lot of other top players have discouraged playing, as it just stops the G pawn from moving forward to open up the diagonal for the bishop on F1 instead, and it leaves J2 weak.
J2, yeah, that is what I was going to say.
Yes.
But yeah,
Oh, and there goes the other knights.
Yeah, then I didn't have to give it up because two bishops are attacked. Excuse me.
Yeah.
M10 and L6, and you absolutely can't give up the pawn because that would just ruin your position.
Yeah.
So
now pawn takes knight is just pretty obvious. You got to play it, or else. Why did you try to? Now you have the rook open. So.
Yeah.
Wraku is taking advantage of that 1%.
Because he lost a few seconds on what is a very obvious move.
Yes.
Yellow does the percent. Red can now. Okay, yeah, so obviously not taking the pawn is a good idea because this pawn is stuck. And also this bishop was under attack previously, and you have to move away.
Well, you could take actually in the direction from M5 to L6. That would provide a little bit more defense. Wait, I'll go back a couple moves here. Oh no, the bishop had the move, so.
The bishop was under attack.
Yeah, the bishop was under attack. Completely forgot that move. But anyway,
okay, so now
that might be the plan. And now if you take on L6, then you attack the red rook. So rook to J10 is being considered here.
This is not a good idea because they can check, but this might be decent-ish.
Yeah, they're let's see.
And blue is getting low on time. Less than half a minute. So we are in danger of seeing another flag.
Yeah. And he did flag last game, so not used to that 2-minute time control like that. So 2 minutes you could take time to think, but you're not used to being constantly under in that zero colon range.
Blue activates the rook. Gives the rook.
He is attacking the pawn there on J2, and what's going to come with it likely is going to be pawn takes L6, M takes L6, attacking the rook.
Yeah.
The rook could defend to solve both problems on. Okay, and that could also work too.
The check is not actually happening as soon as blue would like, but this pawn is guarding the knight, and if this pawn goes, then the knight is under attack. You might have to put the bishop back. Oh, you can't. You have to move the rook back.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work, does it? I mean.
So yeah, Reza now has to move the rook. Oh, attacks blue queen. Oh, it's defended by the yellow queen, so queen cannot capture the rook.
Can you take and push back? Or you don't have the time? No, you don't have the time to.
Yeah, blue queen takes, yellow queen takes.
Yeah, move on the zone. So the queen has to move somewhere.
Yeah, move somewhere.
This will allow.
Seems like D9 is the best defense here. Still, I think advantageous for red yellow. 4-3. Yep. Here we go. Two attackers now on J2. 3. The bishop on N6 as well.
Yeah. And provided yellow takes now, I guess green will take. But I am really worried for blue.
Ooh, okay. Wraku's going for an interesting move here, but that does leave E13 weak, as he points out. Can red do anything in addition, maybe? Yeah, actually, bishop. Oh no, the knight could take. Knight could take on from the blue end. Green end. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay,
So Raku's now under a minute.
Okay, yeah. This is a good move, attacking the line port
And the B9
and the
pawn.
high B9. And obviously you have to deal with this somehow.
Ooh, so Serenity might have to go backwards here with either the bishop or the knight.
Yeah, but if you go
Blue has a in-betweener, it looks like. Probably bishop. I'm probably going to see bishop to... okay, blue's indicating maybe not bishop to m9 here. If you go there, pawns capture diagonally to your own left, Serenity. So I don't think it's a good move.
So,
yeah,
Blue does have something like
maybe a rook to. Okay. Whoa, yeah, that's not gonna work, my friend. I think pawn, queen, and rook are all on that square.
This is getting taken, I guess.
Maybe they're trying to delay the inevitable. I don't know here. Maybe rook. Or they're going to attack the blue knight. Whoa! Now red is doing some backward developments here.
Yeah.
Another reason, yeah.
I expected the one to just move out to J3. So that this is going to be everything off this one J3, all of this stuff. So this is okay. This is a safe move.
Now, actually, a very interesting thing that just happened here: the pawn capturing on K9. I would have taken with the rook or the bishop, not the pawn. But the pawn actually blocks off more attacks from yellow himself.
Yeah, I actually thought about taking and then playing rook a9. Green would have done something like knight j11 maybe. With this check with.
Oh, that's actually a nice pin. Oh wait, that's not a pin. Move order here. The yellow queen can take the green bishop now before green. Oh, is that a blunder? Oh, is that a blunder? Wait, what's going on? Oh, that's not a blunder. It's a queen trade.
Yeah,
rook takes queen. Rook takes queen. Oh yeah, because if rook takes queen, then pawn takes queen, and green can take the rook, and it's 2 knights and a bishop versus a rook. But now you're just. I would have probably gone for taking the queen. Rook takes queen. Pawn takes queen. Pawn takes rook, and it's just instead of being down 4 pieces. Well, actually now it's down 5. What was that about? Move the king up. He didn't take. He's afraid of some sort of mating attack, I guess. Yeah, and there we have it. They've had enough good games.
Good games. Yeah.
3-0, Raku. Congratulations. Grandmaster number 1 and serenity788. You are still in it, but not today. Won't advance today. You will play, I believe. Who is up? Who is number 10 versus 7?
Yeah.
Should be Omikis and Rupnayak next.
Okay, so we still have some first round games to play. 2 first round games, I believe. Do you know when they are taking place?
They have not been confirmed yet.
Oh, okay.
Times have been discussed, however, and it seems like 3 of the 4 players have had availability, but not the 4th. So we're still working that out.
Okay, so is there any chance it will be tomorrow?
There might be one at Monday at 18 o'clock UTC. And if confirmed, that would be A1T19 Gustav Klimt Paints versus Yeah, Coach Timmy and Felix.
Oh, that's what it is, because I just saw a bunch of letters there. Yeah, okay, so Monday I will probably not be able to stream unless it starts at like, 9 UTC, because I just won't be home until then. But I guess the rest of the week I should be available, provided it's not in the middle of the night for me. Okay, so I guess I will cut it short here. Thank you for being with me.
Yes, and, Jonas, thanks for joining. Thanks for streaming.
No problem.
Great to have you commentate alongside me, and to the YouTubers watching, I'll see you in the next one.